Hello and welcome to this video. If you're interested in finding out how I achieve my messy, curly, semi-chunky Marley twists, please keep watching. So let's start with the materials, shall we? This time around, I'm using a brand of hair called Zuri Braid, and it is their Marley braid style. It isn't my favorite brand of hair, to be honest, but this was one of the only brands sold at the beauty supply store near me. I got it in the colors 2 and Sombre 30. In total, I used 9 packs of hair. You may use more or less depending on how much hair you have on your head and how chunky you want these twists to be. I picked up this Stylin' Beeswax by Ampro, but it kind of sucks, so I didn't even use it. I applied shea butter to each small section of hair before twisting so that my hair maintains moisture, perm rods to make the ends of the twist wavy, accessories, a few combs, duck clips, and hair ties. Every single strand of Marley hair is going to be somewhat clumped together, and we don't want that. I always separate each individual strand, making it a little bit fluffier. For each twist, I used either 4 or 5 pieces of Marley hair. For a larger twist, use more strands. Once you've made each individual strand a little bit more fluffy, hold them all in one hand and stagger them. Doing this adds length. So the longer you want your twist, the more you should stagger the individual pieces. I knew that I wanted my twist to be pretty long, so I staggered them pretty dramatically. Now we're ready to twist. Hopefully you have the section of hair you're working on ready. Clip everything else away. Apply an oil or moisturizer of your choice so that your hair maintains moisture. And then apply your gel or edge control to your roots. Edge control works best for me. Next, you're gonna twist this section without any Marley hair, just your hair. This was my first time trying this method, and I actually really like it. It makes adding the Marley hair a little bit easier, and it makes it so that my hair doesn't stick out of the twist. I hate that. Hold your Marley hair in the center so that there's an equal amount of hair on each side and place it on top of your little twist. Your little twist should be in the center. Pull the twist up around one side of the Marley hair to start braiding. Hopefully, watching this is easier to understand because explaining it is a little difficult. Keep braiding downwards about 2 inches and then add your little twist into one of the strands of Marley hair. Now that you just have 2 pieces to work with instead of 3, you can twist the rest of the way down. Now, depending on how chunky or tight you want your twist to be, you may want to loosen your grip a little bit. For chunkier, looser twists, twist lightly. For tighter twists, twist tighter. That was really hard to say. I like to add a little bit of edge control where my hair ends in the twist to make sure it's not popping out anywhere. I'm gonna do this whole process again for you guys, and this time I'll just let you watch. Once I was finished, I realized that some of my twists were a little bit too long, so I trimmed them. I pointed my shears downward and cut at an angle so that the ends weren't too blunt. I am not a professional, so is this the correct way to do this? I don't know. You can either leave your ends like this, or you can boil some water and dip the ends for a neater look. But because I wanted my ends to be curly, I added perm rods before dipping the ends. Any perm rods will work. If you're dipping your ends by yourself like I did, please be careful. Turn the stove off before you do this because you don't want your hair to catch on fire. And don't burn your forehead on the freaking pot. I did this about 3 days ago, and as the days went on, I realized that the curls started to fall, but that's okay because I love the way it turned out. I really hope this video helped. I know it seems hard at first, but trust me, it gets easier. After doing it a couple of times, you'll get faster and faster. Before you go, leave me a comment, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe if you want to. No pressure. See you soon.